Hello, lovely people, and welcome to our art journey. It's Carmela, and this is my art journey that I am sharing with you. Today, we are going to see the technique of ultra wet watercolor painting. In this case, I am just drawing with water on my paper, and then I will apply some pigments to it. For this, we will need a strong watercolor paper and at least 280 gram it should be, and I am using here the Derwent Intense Paper 300 gram, which is a good one. In general, for this painting or for this video, I am using all Derwent stuff, or mostly everything is Derwent. It's a brand that I truly like, and it's much easier to find Derwent stuff here in Ireland since I am living here. It's easier than when I was in Germany, so I have the luck to have gotten a feel of their stuff, and I truly enjoy it. So on this paper, I am putting my water, only water, besides maybe the little pigments that are in my used water. Shame on me, but there is no problem. It doesn't make a difference. So you will see that the paper will keep the shape that you put on it. As I said, if it's a good paper, it will keep your shape very well. So let's think that the water is the carrier, all right, in the watercolor. So when you apply water and then you apply the pigment on the water, and in this case you don't even have to touch the paper, you pull and push your pigments in the water and let them blend. And sometimes you can also move the paper a little bit so that the water does what it has to do, pushing and pulling the pigments itself so that they blend, and you get amazing effects and stains when it's dry. For this technique, you can use watercolor, ink-based watercolors as I am using here, and also it is amazing for super granulating watercolor because it gives you different colors and effects that you will see much easier when it's very watery. Of course, you will have to wait a little longer for it to dry so that you can see the results, but it's totally worth it, believe me. For this technique, I created just random things, random elements like these ornaments, and now I am starting a new, very simple one so that you can see how we can play with the pigments and how you can retouch your shape once it's wet, once it's taking the pigments on the flow. So you can use also the pigments already when you are working so that you can pull and push and retouch your shape if you want, like I am doing right now, and in a few minutes you will see this again. Remember, when you are taking your pigments, you don't have to put your brush full with the pigments, just the tip. You can take a lot of pigment, take a good quantity of pigment in the tip of your brush, but not on the whole extension of your brush. You don't need that, and it can maybe be a little bit too much and maybe be too heavy on the brush for you to work on with the water. So just remember that. Now you can see I am using a little bit of pigment already and some water just to complete the shape that I wanted to create. So now we have all the pigments on, and if you move a little bit, you can also move the pigments and the water a little bit. And of course, I said before, it's going to take a while to get dry, but here I am showing you a study I made before in the same way, with the same technique, so that you can see how it looks like when it's dry. But of course, I will put the pictures of this painting of today in our community and also on Instagram. Here you can see how beautiful it gets. It gets a little sandy, so you can see the pigments and you can see the stains, and it's very worth it. Very worth it. All the wait. Now I will start something random just for you to see how we can play with our pigments and how we can play with elements and how we can add some colors. So in this case, I am just, as I said, creating something random, and I will apply some pigments. I will play with them back and forth, and as I used to say, push and pull, and let the water take the pigments. And then now I will just blow it. Yes, just blowing. Just blow it, just as if it would be a drop of wine. Especially because I love that color and this winery color. And now we can add some color, play a little bit more, and see how pigments work on this. So you will see that I will apply some more pigment wet on wet, and soon when it's dry I will show you how to play a little bit with the shapes and the stains dry on wet. Enjoy it. Oh my god, that's so satisfying to see how the pigments and the water is moving around. And you see, as the water is the carrier, your pigment will go only until that limit where you drew with the water. And now that it's dry, we can work a little bit more on putting some colors, adding some colors to it, playing with the shapes of the stains, and putting some shadow here and there, increasing some colors, blending some colors. That's really satisfying, and that's also a good exercise for you if you start with a very wet, the ultra wet technique, and then you go wet on wet, and then when it's dry you go wet on dry. That's sometimes even confusing just to say it all, but you know what I mean. Just take it as an exercise. Take a page, make some study, play a little bit with the water, put some pigments, have just this simple, lovely, amazing joy, because it's joy. It's pure joy. So you see, in such a random thing, it's an amazing exercise for your skills, and for your relaxation. And here, I take the chance to ask you to please share, subscribe, comment, just to help us keep doing this because this is just this is just a passion. So thank you. Thank you for supporting us. And as you can see, I couldn't resist to put more and more color because when I am into the exercise, I just don't want to stop. Well, there is a point in time that we have to stop, but so far I have been enjoying this so much, and I hope you did enjoy too. So visit us on Instagram to see the pictures of the results of this painting of today, both paintings of today, and our website under triangle.ie to see the courses, the products and everything, and our blog where I talk about a lot of different art stuff. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay positive.